Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk to all of you about autism spectrum. Autism spectrum is very commonly heard by the parents, but they are apprehensive to know what it is. How do we make a diagnosis? So, in a child who is on autism spectrum, we need to know that we'll find some amount of social and communication delays in the child. Along with there will be symptoms of repetitive activities, repetitive play, stereotype, sometimes movement like hand flapping, rocking, or spinning, or jumping at one place, running from one end to the other. Most of the time, parents would reach out to us saying that my child does not speak enough for age. There is speech delay, doctor. What do we do? But when we go for a detailed developmental assessment, we check all the developmental domains. A child who is developing physically all right, there is no any reason or no any neurological feature in the child. And at the same time, along with speech delay, it's not simple speech delay. A lot of time the children, they do not point, they do not have gestural communication, they do not look at us, don't make an eye contact. When you call them by name, they will not respond. You'll feel whether they are able to understand or not what we are saying. They do not follow instructions, simple one step instructions, would not call papa is papa and mama is mama, even though they are speaking a few words randomly, but they would not be speaking anything meaningfully. So there is a significant communication delay. Socially, the child would not be saying bye bye, hello, or looking at us and responding emotionally, or getting too anxious when they come across a stranger or a new person, or even their grandparents or family members who are visiting them after a long time. And a little grown-up children who can speak well sometimes would be reciting the whole nursery rhyme or would be singing complete songs, and at times the ads also, TV ads, but they would not be able to hold a proper communication or a conversation with the parent. So those kinds of delays, when we see not just speech delay, a communication delay with a social delay, along with some kind of repetitive patterns or restrictions in the way they behave. If they have set up a thing, they want the thing to be in a certain place, they would want it to be there. And if they've made a line of toys, they do not want their pattern to be disturbed, and they get very anxious if we disturb that pattern. So those kinds of symptoms, if they're there, restrictions, repetitions, those are alarming, and we need to think whether they are autism spectrum symptoms. And we need to reach out for a detailed development assessment to our doctor. One more set of symptoms which is very commonly observed in these children are the sensory dysregulations. There are sensory concerns, like it will be very difficult for the child to get a haircut or to comb their hair or to brush their teeth, or even sometimes they would walk on their toes. The child would not want like to be hugged, or would always be spinning in the house, going round and round, or would be jumping excessively. So all these kinds of symptoms, when you observe in the child, and there are a variety of symptoms that are there. Behavioral observations by a specialist is extremely important to make a diagnosis or to rule out a diagnosis. So if you have any doubts in the development of your child, please reach out to a specialist who is trained to make a diagnosis and trained to do a detailed developmental assessment of the child. Please feel free to contact us at any stage. Our contact details are given below. Thank you.